Welcome back to the show, everyone. In the last episode, we had a delightful fan service shot of Hikari and paid for it with a very challenging meal for breakfast.
We would have been better off eating literal shit. Okay.
Luckily, breakfast soon comes to a close with perhaps a more lively start to the morning than I'm generally used to. As much of a headache as they can be, it was actually sort of nice to not be completely alone in the morning. I wasn't about to tell them that, though, or I'd only encourage their almost criminal behavior in just waltzing into my house like that. I head out for school, my two bodyguards naturally at my side. I'm almost sort of getting used to this. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The journey to school goes by peacefully, not a monster in sight. Though I can't help but shake the feeling that something is watching me.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. Ain't got no privacy. Okay.
We just need more of that on the channel, although that would, double the length of these episodes. Anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe I'm just being a little paranoid after, 2 attempts on my life.
You're not being paranoid. Follow your instincts.
I'm sure it's all in my head.
The last time you didn't follow your instincts, you ate something bad.
I arrive at school with, "You are off your game." The Akamura was doing awesome at just improv singing earlier when she was playing Far Cry. Apparently shooting people gives her more material to work with.
Oh, God. Yeah, I was really awesome. I, was singing this epic, duet with this tiger that was trying to eat me.
We'll have to do Far Cry 3 or 4 for the channel sometime with you just singing along.
If I can ever muster up the, feel, we gotta record that.
It was magical.
Would you watch that? Let us know in the comments.
I'm pretty sure it'll be a unanimous thumbs up on that one, but sure, let us know in the comments if you're gonna hear the Akamura sing her way through shooting a bunch of dudes. Anyway, I arrive at school with time to spare. Huh. That's a first. Sayaka and Hikari keep close to my side, so very close. I practically feel the stares of my classmates, their looks ranging from resentful to jealous. I can't imagine what they must think of this whole situation. Hey look, guys?
What's up?
Do you really have to stay so close to me? I appreciate what you're doing and all, but I think I'll be fine in school.
But what if...
As long as you're close by, I should be fine, right? And I think it'll be hard for a monster to get this close to me in class without at least having caused some sort of commotion beforehand. Hikari falls silent. She narrows her eyes into a glare and folds her arms together, tossing her head to the side.
Fine. Whatever.
Not to interrupt the story again, but... I know this is a trope that the dude is always innocent and doesn't take advantage of the situation, and we actually talked about that in Sakura Spirit, but has there ever been a counter trope to that? The guy is so happy with his magical girls towing along that he, just lets himself fall into their grasp and all that stuff? I would be interested in seeing something like that.
I don't think there's anything like that per se, but there is a visual novel called School Days where he sleeps around with all the girls and it ends horrifyingly.
I would actually like to check that out. I always like stories that do counter tropes. Anyway, Hikari storms off to her desk and drops into the chair, her eyes straight forward, leaving me and Sayaka together. God, sorry, I kind of forgot how to pronounce your name. But did I upset her?
Don't worry. She's always like this. Give it time and she'll be back to her, less grumpier self. She only has your safety in mind and is just worried about what might happen if she has to leave you. Heck, if I had my way, we wouldn't even let you go to school. We just keep you locked up in a nice room until this all blows over.
I don't think she realizes how scary that sounded, coupled with her usual grin.
You're right, though. Maybe we have been suffocating you a bit too much. I think we can afford to at least ease up during school.
Well, thank you. I let out a sigh. They're finally starting to listen to reason, if only a little. The bell sounds, signifying the start of class. I pass by a disgruntled Hikari on the way to my own desk. She doesn't even look my way. harsh. Aw. Okay, do I have to click again? Okay, thank you. The morning classes pass by in the blink of an eye, the lunch break soon arriving. I stand up and let out a yawn, only to find I'm not alone. Come on, guys. We talked about this. As if the conversation this morning had never happened, I find both my guardians standing around me, oblivious to my irritation.
What's up, Kenta? Aren't we going to go get lunch now?
I'm going to get my own lunch. You guys don't need to be glued to my side. Go do your own things or whatever.
But what are we supposed to...
I don't know. Something. Anything. I feel like you two have been pretty much attached to me since I first met you yesterday. Some breathing room would be nice.
This is gonna end well, isn't it?
Yeah, I really am grateful that they're here. Otherwise, I might have met a grisly end yesterday. But this is borderline stalking.
Borderline?
I'm not even gonna bring up how they camped outside and then proceeded to break into my house.
Oh, okay then. I getcha. Hikari understands too. I think. Humph. Come on, Hikari. It might be fun to explore the school a bit and see what it has to offer. We've never really had the chance to attend one before, after all.
She's never been to a school? Just where do these two come from? The more I talk to her, the more she makes herself sound like an alien.
Alright then, Kenta. We'll go do our own thing for a bit. Just yell if you need us and try not to die.
And like that, she marches off, humming a happy tune. Hikari follows in her wake, but not before giving me one last icy look. I can almost feel my shoulders begin to frost. Ugh.
Ease off the tsundere.
Well, I did it. I somehow convinced them to give me some peace, for the time being anyway.
Now it's gonna end horribly.
But now what? First and foremost, I should probably try not to forget about lunch again. Otherwise, I just might keel over and finish the job for whatever dark forces that are lurking out there.
Go have a sandwich.
I head to the cafeteria.
Order a sandwich.
The cafeteria is as you would expect during lunchtime. Completely packed. Yeah, look at all those people in that screenshot.
Look at all those people.
The throngs of students take up what little walking
You practically can't see the floor.
space might have existed between the tables, equally as populated. I stand my ground and gradually work my way past the crashing waves of students that impede my path.
That's it. Get after that sandwich.
Of course, getting food would never be so simple. Eventually, I work my way to the front of the line and approach the counter. Naturally, after all the students before me, there was very little in the way of choice. I guess it's either this sandwich or this other sandwich.
Eat your nasty sandwich.
Neither of which seem amazingly appetizing.
Order them both. Slap them together. Put them in your mouth and digest.
Whatever. Anything will do after how much food I've missed out on. Cheap, bland sandwich in hand, I give a look over at the tables.
Cheap, bland sandwich, food of the gods.
Like before, they're all pretty packed. Though I do see one fairly empty table at the far end with a familiar someone happily digging away at their lunch. Even from this distance, I can tell it's Sayaka, her vibrant brown hair... brown? Instantly distinguishable from everyone else's. I don't see Hikari anywhere in sight. They must have decided to do their own things for the break. I guess if I want to sit down to eat, Sayaka's table is the only choice, but do I really want to eat here? It's so noisy I can hardly even think. She hasn't
Go to the roof, squirrel away your sandwich.
She hasn't noticed
Fucking loner.
me either, completely absorbed in the demolition of her food. Maybe I can slip away to the roof, where no doubt it'll be more peaceful.
Do it, 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 do it.
Coin flip!
Alright, heads roof, tails table. Why do I get the feeling if you head by the table, Sayaka's gonna eat your fucking head? Hey, it's the roof.
Okay, the roof it is. It's just too noisy here, and I get the feeling sitting with Sayaka will only make things worse. I sneak past her and head for the stairwell, though it wasn't exactly difficult with how into her food she was. The higher I scale the stairs, the more quiet my surroundings become, until eventually the bustling racket of the students softens to a dull mumble below. Peace at last.
Peace at last, peace at last. Shove your stupid stomach in your sandwich in your mouth. I can't words.
I emerge out onto the rooftop.
Eat the sandwich.
A gentle breeze graces my face as the sun shines high in the near cloudless sky.
Eat the sandwich.
It's perfect out here.
Eat the sandwich.
Only, it seems I wasn't the only one that had decided to come up here. Hikari stands at the edge of the rooftop, facing outward as she peers down at the countless people.
Ignore her. Eat the sandwich.
Given how intently she seems to be analyzing them, I can only guess that she's keeping guard. You were leaning in. I thought you were going to sing something else.
Whatever. Sandwich.
I have to admire her dedication towards this whole thing. I actually do feel pretty safe knowing she's serious about it all.
Seriously, dude, that sandwich is terrible. It's decaying in your hand. Shove it down.
She's so
your
absorbed
throat hole.
into what she's doing, I don't think she's even noticed me yet. Making no real effort to conceal myself, I close up right behind her.
Oh my god, eat the sandwich!
Still nothing. She's miles away. I reach out and give a gentle tap to her shoulder. Yo.
Ah!
She jumps a good several
Holy
feet in the
shit, what the fuck is that in your hand? Is that supposed to be a sandwich?
She jumps a good several feet into the air at my touch and lets out an ear-piercing scream. A bit of an overreaction, maybe? Or am I just that scary?
Don't stand behind people.
Actually,
Eat
her
your sandwich.
sandwich is that scary, dude. A hand to her chest as if to keep her heart from breaking free, she spins around to face me. Her stern expression softens a little as she realizes it's me, but only a little. She still seems pretty mad.
Oh, Kenta, it's just you. And that god-awful sandwich. Don't scare me like that. You're lucky I didn't frazzle you on the spot. Maybe I would have done something for your sandwich.
I scrub at the back of my head with a grin. I really did spook her. My bad. But you seem miles away. Are you keeping guard?
Huh?
Her eyes flicker back to where she was watching for a moment.
Yes. Even though the school itself has been peaceful so far, you never know when the enemy might strike.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
It's no problem.
Blushing.
Doing it for the safety of the entire school, you know, not just you. I get the feeling she's not really blushing, just the sandwich is giving her a rash.
Her face goes on an interesting shade of pink. It doesn't take much to fluster her, huh? Right. I get it.
Because while Sayaka and I have the decency to at least conceal our powers in front of normal people, I can't say the shadows will do the same. It's already bad enough they tried to attack you with broad daylight. I just don't get it at all. It goes against everything we know about them.
She sighs dramatically and turns to resume watch over the school. I open my mouth to maybe say something to her, but a low, rumbling sound cuts me short. Hikari?
Yes?
She answers without turning around, her ears clearly burning. It wasn't difficult to discern what the sound was, given that I saw no sign of any lunch out here at all. Have you, not had lunch yet? Silence. I think I hit the nail on the head.
It's not my fault. Cafeteria's so noisy and filthy that I couldn't stand another. Ugh. So noisy and filthy I can't words. Couldn't stand another moment in it. I don't know how Sayaka can willingly eat down there. Have more important things to do anyway.
Are you really going to be able to fight on an empty stomach?
Of course. Who do you think?
Her stomach growls again, arguing against her own words.
Okay, I might be a little hungry. But I'm not gonna back down into that cesspit.
Yeesh. I know that place can get pretty packed sometimes, but she's making it out to be something far worse. She really can't deal with crowds, I guess. I unwrap the sandwich I had almost forgotten about and take a bite out of it, not wanting to forget about lunch completely myself. Hikari watches me intently as I take several more bites, her eyes flickering to the sandwich every now and again.
Are you really eating that?
I can practically feel the hunger in her eyes.
Desire for the sandwich spreads.
I stop mid-bite and offer the sandwich her way, since I'm beginning to feel terrible for eating it in front of her. And I think if I don't, she might just snatch it out of my hands at any moment anyway. Do you,
It's
want
the
some?
one sandwich.
I can split it if you want. Her mouth hangs open and her brow furrows in concentration as if to seriously consider it.
The only way to stop the sandwich's power is to throw it in the panini press of doom.
I swear she's almost drooling at this point. She comes to her decision with an abrupt humph and turns her head to the side, her hair whipping along with it. I should have expected that.
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I want to eat something you've already slobbered all over? I'd rather starve than...
Her stomach beckons for the food.
You know you want the sandwich. You know you want the sandwich. You're gonna eat the sandwich. Okay, fine. Maybe a little.
I break off half and she snatches it away with reluctance. How do you snatch something with reluctance? Those seem like two completely opposite... okay. Yeah, maybe.
Thank you. I suppose.
The Akamura just mimed it for me. I know we do an audio show here, but she just mimed it for me.
Yes.
So there you go. That's why I reacted. I don't think she's used to saying something like that. We're finally making progress. I can't help but smile.
Wipe that disgusting grin off your face. I don't know what you're thinking about, but I'm sure it's something indecent. You're gonna eat the sandwich. You're gonna eat the sandwich.
She says it with a snarl before she violently rips a chunk of the sandwich away with her teeth.
Da-da-da-da.
Good.
It's okay.
Certainly better than Sayaka's cooking this morning.
Not the best I've had, but certainly not the worst. Certainly not the worst. Why, back at the academy,
She stops herself, her eyes widening some. I think she almost let slip something there. I really wish they weren't so secretive about all this stuff. The academy, huh?
It's nothing.
But I'm pretty sure I heard...
I said it's nothing! You
Yikes.
heard nothing!
Despite her small frame, whenever she uses that commanding voice of hers, I feel about the size of a
The
mouse
sandwich
before
has
her.
given her power!
I guess it's no use in pushing her for more information unless I want to end up like that monster from before. Okay. I didn't hear anything.
Shut up, Kenta, and eat your sandwich.
It must have been the wind or something.
Eat your sandwich.
She sighs as she gives her hair a toss.
Finish
the anger
sandwich.
leaving her as suddenly as it had been built.
We're not withholding information just to be all mysterious, you know.
Could have fooled me.
It's just easier this way. There's no point dragging you into this mess if we can help it. It's not a life I'd wish on anyone.
Her expression darkens, yet her mouth still works.
It wasn't a sandwich you'd wish on anyone.
The majority of her half of the sandwich already gone. I'm not even sure if she realizes she's eating it at the moment. She spends a good moment or two debating something in her head before she finally looks up at me with serious eyes.
Delicious sandwich. Kenta, what would you do if you were...
A group of chatty students emerge out onto the roof from the stairs.
They're here to steal the sandwich!
Lunches in hand. Hikari clamps up at the side of them and turns back to her guard post.
Never mind. It isn't important.
If you, say so. It sure looked important, since I don't think I've ever seen her give me that serious of a look before. Just my luck that of all the times people would choose to eat here, it would have to be now. Still, any semblance of a conversation we may have had before is well and truly dashed now. She seems a lot more reserved in the presence of other people.
Hurry up and eat your
Plus,
sandwich.
I guess what we were discussing wasn't exactly appropriate for their ears.
Hurry up and eat your sandwich. The sandwich was really nice, by the way.
Huh? I didn't catch that.
Nothing.
Ah, blush. The lunch break comes to an end, as does the episode, and we'll be whisked back to class in 24 hours.
They totally, glossed over the battle royale all the students had over the remaining bits of the sandwich.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow for another episode.
Yay! Boobs. Did I push that sandwich joke too far?
Like, comment, and subscribe if she pushed the sandwich joke too far. I don't know.
Sandwich.